will meet face to face. Okay? So does that help you in terms of what to say to people?
It does. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out more with people from my working place.
Great. If it's your working place, it's the same conversation. How long you been working here? Give me a guy's name at your job. First name.
Ga.
Ga?
Right.
Okay, you be Ga and I'm you. Ga, how long you been working here?
Just over a year.
Yeah, how you liking it?
It's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, the cash that you're taking home every night is pretty good, right? That's a no. That's a no. You're taking too long to answer. That's a no. This is how I'm talking to him. That's a no, guy. I know you're not. Do you do anything else for income?
No.
No? Why not?
Because I'm thinking of maybe going back to the States.
Really? Okay. Well, are you open right now in terms of additional income? Do you feel like you're perfect and you're set and making a ton of money here at the restaurant?
I guess I'm open.
You guess. Either you're open or you're not.
All right, so I'm open.
Okay, good. When's your next day off?
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Yeah. Well, we'll get together on Tuesday. I got something I'm going to share with you. All right? All right. So, again, it's just simple and direct. What am I doing? I'm pre-qualifying him. If he doesn't qualify for my time, I'm not giving it to him. I will never, ever sit down with someone who doesn't qualify for me to sit down with. How many of y'all ever brought a guest to a presentation and they have an attitude? How many of y'all ever had a guest and by the end of it they're like, why'd you bring me here? Right? That will never, ever happen if you pre-qualify. So based on how he's answering my questions, he's giving me what I want. If he tells me he doesn't keep his income options open, if he tells me he's making a ton of money and I know he's not, he doesn't qualify. I'm not even going to go to the next step. You know what a system is? It's something that saves yourself time, energy, and money. That's what a system is. I use this system. I never, ever sit down in front of somebody that's not a little hot on what we do. Doesn't mean that they all sign up, but it means that they're qualified for that first step. Does that make sense?
A lot better. Thank you
Good.
very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
good.
it.
Yeah, that's nice. Yes, sir.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Ido.
Hey.
Okay, so my problem is like this. I invite a lot of people that I haven't spoken like 5 years or 10 years. Yeah, a lot of time.
Okay.
And most of them feel really uncomfortable. They feel embarrassed.
Okay.
And it's weird.
Yeah.
And I'm using the invite of the Rashtak. I don't know if you know that invite.
Sure.
Okay, you know. But they still feel uncomfortable and they don't want to meet. They're keeping asking me why I want to meet them.
Good. Okay.
Why I want their number.
Tell me your name again.
Ido.
Ido?
Yeah.
Okay. So how many of y'all ever felt a little weird about calling someone you haven't talked to in 5 or 6 years? Okay, great. Number one, why are you calling that person?
Because I like them very much.
You do? Then how come you haven't talked to them in 5 years?
That's a good question. Yeah, that's something in my life I'm changing now.
Listen, the people that you stay in touch with, those are the people that you want to stay in touch with. The people that you don't, there's a reason you don't stay in touch with them. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. But why are you calling that person though? What's your end game?
I want them to join, of course.
Why? Why do you want them to join?
Because I like them, I want to work with them.
How do you know that? If you haven't talked to me in 5 years, how do you know that you want to work with me? You don't even know. I could be a total asshole by now. Right? How do you know that?
Actually, that happened to me.
Yeah. Why are you calling someone you haven't talked to in 5 years? Why would anybody call someone you haven't talked to in 5 years? You what? Oh, past interaction. What did you say? to expose them.
Okay.
The
Got it.
only reason I'm getting in touch with someone I haven't talked to in years is to expose them. Stop trying to put other stuff in there that you don't even believe yourself. That's why it's uncomfortable, because you feel like you're full of crap when you call them. It's not authentic. Just be real. And how do you get in touch with somebody you haven't talked to in 5 years? Facebook or on the phone? Facebook. And do you initially message?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you get on the phone?
Yeah, sometimes.
Fantastic. Here's what I do. Ido, long time, brother. How are you doing? And I put long, like I capitalize LLLOOONG. I want him to know that I know that we haven't talked in a long time. It's okay. Ido, long time. How the heck are you? How would you respond?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. Give me a snapshot. I use the word snapshot. You use whatever word you want to use. Snapshot of what's been going on. In other words, give me a brief summary of what's been happening. He says,
I'm studying right now and really don't have much time. What's up?
studying. What are you studying?
Literature.
Okay. Are you working on your PhD?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have a job? How are you paying for all this?
No, not at the moment. I really don't have time to work, so...
How are you paying for school?
Savings. I had money before.
You're paying your own way through school?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how we do it in Israel.
That's awesome.
Most of us.
So are you going to be a professor, or what is it that you want to do, you think?
I don't know yet. I just learned because I love it. I love it.
Okay, fantastic. Well, listen, Ido, I don't want to take up too much of your time. The reason I'm getting in touch is because I'm developing an idea in that region. And if you would be willing to set aside 13 minutes of your life for me, I would be greatly appreciative, because I know that you know some people that are right for what I'm looking for.
Okay, I understand, but I really don't have much time, so what's about? What is it
Okay,
about?
I understand that your time is limited. Whenever you think you would have a 13-minute window, I will accommodate you. When would you have just 13 minutes? Any time, day or night?
I don't know, in a month or two, maybe, after the test.
Month or two? So if I get back to you in April, is that good?
Yeah, sure.
Fantastic. So how about April 5th? Is that a good time?
Okay,
Okay, do you prefer morning or afternoon?
afternoon.
I will contact you April 5th at about 2 o'clock. Is that fair?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much, man, and continued success with your studies.
Thank you very much.
All right? So there's two things that I'm doing. Number one, this is just for me, okay? Because I know what I'm looking for. You got to know what you're looking for. When he says to me that he's studying and he's on a master's or PhD track, for me, that's not what I'm looking for a business partner. Because I know what it's like to be in that world and be totally immersed. I don't want him to feel like I'm trying to distract him at all from that. So I don't make it about him at all. I say I'm working on something, and I know that you know people that will be right for what I'm looking for. Can you just give me 13 minutes? And then I said, whenever you have the 13 minutes, whatever time, day or night, I will accommodate you. No pressure on him, no excuses. He gave me April 5th, I just put it in the calendar. I don't care when he says he's available. If he's not available today, some of y'all are like, well, he's not available today or next week. Well, I don't care when I make the appointment. I'm going to be doing the same thing April 5th as I'm doing now. So what difference does it make? So now I got him in the calendar. He doesn't feel any pressure. He knows it's going to take 13 minutes. And if he has it before then, he'll let me know. And a lot of times that person will call me, will get in touch with me before April 5th and say, hey, I got a little bit of time today. What was that thing you were talking about? Because he's still going to be curious about what it is. See, don't feel any type of way about getting in touch with somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time for the sake of showing them this idea. There's nothing wrong with that. What if you show this? Where's Eyal? Are you in the room? Where? Okay, great. Eyal's a perfect example. We went to school together, graduate school. But when I got in touch with him, we hadn't talked in a couple of years. We connected a few times after we graduated, but we weren't like in regular touch all the time. We just every now and then. So it had been a few years since he and I had connected. I had no problem inviting him to see this because my mind said, what if he sees it and he likes it? What if he decides he wants to take a trip? What if he and I start spending more time together and get close again, and we get to hang out with our kids, and we end up traveling the world? What if we end up making a ton of money together too? Is any of that negative? No. Is there any of that that makes you feel ashamed to share with somebody? No. Then don't feel bad about calling someone you haven't talked to in years. Because those are all positive outcomes. So every time I reach out to someone that I haven't talked to in a long time, I'm thinking, you know what? This could totally change our lives together. We can end up, if we just take one trip in the next 2 years, that's more than because we never would have talked otherwise. It's a good thing to reach out to people you haven't talked to in a long time for something positive. Does that make sense? Does that help you?
Yeah, a lot.
Good. All right.
Thank you very much.
You got it. Yes, sir.
My name is Koren.
And we're the brothers of?
First of all, we want to
Absolutely.
for that to come from your country and spend your money and all that.
Sure.
And our questions are, what can I write to people in the email that they will be interesting in that project?
So, people that you contacted via email? Is that because you don't have their phone number?
No, because I want to send for a lot of people.
Okay. Are you new?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's a new question. So, number one, let me ask you something. If you had something that was really important that you wanted to share with somebody, like something that was really, really, really important, would you do it through an email or a phone call if you had a choice? Okay, why?
Very important, but I need to understand. I want not only for my friend and family. I want for a bigger area.
But you're saying that if you had to choose between an email and a phone call, you would do the phone call, right?
Yeah.
Why? It's more what?
Personal.
Yeah. Can I get more energy from a phone call or an email? Phone call, right? Fantastic. When you're inviting people to look at this, they got to hear your voice. It's not about having an email that you can send out to 1,000 people. How many of y'all get junk mail? How many of y'all are excited to read it? If anybody in this room has ever gotten an email that you opened and read it and signed up because of the email, stand up. Hold on. Just one? So you opened up an email, you got excited, you signed up. Okay, great. That's 1 out of 500 or 400, whatever. So it's not about finding the email to send out to everybody. And I know you don't mean this, okay? But this is what 98%ers think. 98%er says, what's the easiest way, the fastest way I can do this? That's called something for nothing. If I just click a button and send an email to 1,000 people, I'm going to get at least 500 that want to join. Nothing works that way. Nothing. It's better for you to go through every name and phone number that you have. Let them hear your voice because it's important to you. Right? So there is no email. Does that make sense?
Okay, no, I only asked that because you say that. That
What?
you send at the start emails. For,
Oh, yeah. Well, but you got that. It didn't work.
okay.
Yeah, that was wrong. I should have clarified that.
Okay.
It's good.
Let's make a selfie. Yeah?
Let's make a selfie.
Pass the mic, though. Pass the mic to the next person. Go ahead with your question. Go ahead. Sure, you got it. Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Roy,
No?
and my struggle is to bring people who are close to me, but they're joining the military, and for them, they don't have enough time to be in the business. But
Because their time is going to be limited because of military commitment
yeah,
over the
and
next 2
also,
years.
There's limited time that I can see them because they don't come back home a lot.
Okay, when they're in the military, do they have to travel a lot? Or is it mostly here? Okay, so again, I'm not gonna make that decision. I'm gonna let you decide if you don't have time or not. Okay? Doesn't mean I'm not gonna give you a shot. Tell me your name.
Roy.
Roy? So let's say I know Roy's about to go into the military. And these are friends?
Yeah, close friends.
Great. Roy, are you excited about starting military soon?
Yeah.
Good. And when you go into the military, do you do anything else, or is that all you do? That's all you do. Okay, listen. Roy, I know you're about to go into the military. When can we sit down for like 20 minutes?
In 2 weeks or so.
Yeah? Okay, good. So I'm going to book a meeting from a meeting. So I'll put Roy in the calendar for 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, Roy and I are going to sit down. I'm going to say, Roy, I want you to pay very close attention to what I'm going to show you over these next several minutes. Turn your phone off. No distractions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great. I press play. He watches it. It's over. How does that make you feel?
It's a pretty nice concept, but I don't really know if I have enough time to.
Yeah, don't worry about the time. How did it make you feel?
Pretty cool.
Yeah? If you could do more of that, would you?
Sure.
If you could get paid to talk about it, would that be okay?
Yeah, it can be cool.
Fantastic. Here's what I want to show you. At that point, I'm going to pull out, we have these, do you all have the binary thing with the list, 10 names? Placement? Okay. I pull out the binary and the placement. I said, Roy, listen, I'm giving you access to this spot right here. What I'm going to be doing over the next 2 years or 3 years while you're in the military is I'm going to be building this thing aggressively, like hot and heavy, just building, building, building. I'm going to put you here, which means half of what I'm doing over the next 2.5 to 3 years, you're going to get paid on all the people that I'm putting in here. Now, you see this person here? Oz, I'm going to talk to him next. He's like obsessive about being successful. Like all he wants to do is win. I'm going to show him. If he signs up, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be lights out. He's going to go on your team if he starts. This other person here, Shirley, she's like this ball of light that people just are attracted to. Whatever she does, she's going to be successful at it. I'm putting her in as well. If she gets started, she's going to put in a ton of people. All these people will go underneath you. Okay? So what I want you to understand is, I know you're going to be really busy with your military commitment, but while that's happening, your business is going to be growing because you and I have partnered up. When you can, I want you to float me some contacts, maybe 10 or 20 names and numbers. We can do that right now. And I will work with your contacts to build you a check while you're in the Army. Okay? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, sure.
So this is an option for you because you're my boy. Like we cool like that. I'm not doing this for everybody. This is a special offer just for you because we're friends. Are you in or out?
I'm in.
Right? So you see what I'm doing? Like I'm positioning everything as a win-win. If we're friends like that, that's how I'm going to talk to him. I don't do this. This is not something I'm telling you to do for everybody. This is not a business where you say to someone, oh, you just sign up and I'll do all the work. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I recognize that he's going to be committed to something that he has to do for the next 2.5 to 3 years. While he's doing that, this is what we can do together. So we can create a win-win. And I'm okay to work his contacts because he's got to go serve his country. Does that make sense? Yeah. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hi, Ed.
Yes.
My name is Eyal. And my issue is inviting clients.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm a dentist.
Oh, I see. And you, conflict of interest?
I registered last week.
With World Ventures?
Yes.
Okay. So why do you have an issue inviting clients?
Because I have a lot of customers for a lot of years working, and they view and see me
A certain way?
in a certain way.
Yep.
And as most people, they see it's a special place as a dentist or a doctor.
Yep.
It's like a closed box.
I got you. That makes sense.
And when I'm coming to them from a different position, they say, is it something with teeth? Do I have to buy something? Or, they're stuck in a concept. And they're stuck, and they get me stuck in this concept.
Okay. Why did you join World Ventures?
Because I want more free time
You do?
for myself. I want more free time with my kids.
Great.
Not seeing them after 8, 9 in the evening.
Fantastic. How long have you been practicing as a dentist?
20 years.
20 years. Is it fair to say that you have a successful practice?
Fairly, yeah.
Good. So these are all huge leveraging tools for you. Because if I'm sitting in Eyal's chair and I'm one of his patients, and Eyal says to me, listen, how are things going? Because you have conversations with your patients, right?
Yeah, more than I speak, and they're afraid of speaking back.
Yeah. You know their stories.
Yes, I do.
So, let's say I'm Eyal, and give me a name of a patient.
Drol.
Give me a name I can pronounce.
Ben.
Ben, okay. Ben's my patient. He's been coming for a couple of years. So Ben, how are things going?
Fine. Excellent.
What does Ben do?
He's a taxi driver.
Okay. Ben, man, how long have you been driving a taxi now?
Oh, too much.
Good. So listen, man, I just got involved with something because, I've been running this practice for almost 20 years now. I'm grateful for the success that I've had. I just decided for me, I wanted to have more time. I wanted to be able to do some of the things I wanted to do without losing money to do it. Are you open to something that can help you get some of your time back, Ben?
Yeah, what's it about?
So yes, you are open.
Well, yeah, but I don't know what you're speaking
Yeah,
about.
I understand that you don't know what I'm speaking about. I just asked you if you were open.
Depends.
Depends on what?
Depends on what it is.
Okay, good. When would you have some time for us to sit down?
First, I want to know what it is.
I'm going to tell you what it is when we sit down. But if you're not open, just tell me now, and we can end the conversation.
Is it something concerned to my teeth?
No.
What, you're a dentist, so what do you want to talk to me about? You're a dentist, that's what you do.
You're in my office.
Yes.
You're in my chair. Of course I'm a dentist. You know this.
Okay, so what can it be?
Are you open or not? It's a yes or no question. It's okay if you're not.
Okay, I can hear about it, yeah.
Okay, good. When do you want to sit down?
I don't know. It depends on what it is.
Okay. I'll tell you what, Ben. It may not be the right time for you. That's okay. And we'll talk more about it. How's the family doing?
Family's fine.
Good. So I just changed the subject. That's not what I'm looking for. That person is an idiot. It doesn't mean that I'm not happy to have them as a client in my dentist chair. It just means they're an idiot when it comes to being an entrepreneur and getting out of their situation. They're stuck. I'm not wasting time with that. I'm not mean about it. Was I nice about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just changed the subject. I'll get to him later. He'll be open eventually, it's just not today. So what? He's got, I promise you, in his dossier, he's got thousands of clients. Some are new, some are old, some come every month, some come every 6 months. He's got a long list of clients. He can have that conversation 10 times a day. He'll find 2 or 3 that are interested, that are open. Okay?
This is excellent what you're saying. Practice and practical things in reality. When I talk to them,
Yep.
the most frequent question that I get is, you're a dentist. What do you need something else for? You're rich, you're famous, you have all what you want.
I just told you,
Yeah.
I'm looking to get more of my time back. I have a successful dentist practice because I put in hours and hours and hours for years doing it. Guess what? If I'm not here, are you coming into the office if I'm not working on you?
No.
Yeah, because you like the way that I work on you.
Sure, of course.
So if I disappear for 3 months, what do you think happens to my income?
It'll drop.
I don't want that anymore. I want something better, and I found it. You just have to be honest with why you're doing it. When I asked you why you joined, you were very clear with why you joined. And that's it. That's enough. Your story is enough. Your reason for doing this is enough. If that doesn't move me, who cares? That's not what you're looking for. You want to connect with the people that say, wow, I never thought about that. Well, yeah, I definitely want to see it. That's what you're looking for, because you're pre-qualifying.
Yeah, but the few I met, they all repeated the same answer. They said, you have time. You are this, you are that, but
you didn't respond to them the way that I just responded to you, did you?
When I met them,
You didn't say what I just said, did you?
not in the same words.
No, I know you didn't, because you would have got a different response.
When I met them and I sat down with them, they told me that I have time, I have this, and they don't have this, that.
Sure.
And that's all. That was finished.
Yeah. So do you want to do something about that or not?
Of course, this is why I'm here.
No, I'm saying that's what I would say to them.
Ah,
Do you want to do something about that or not? If you don't have time and do you want to do something about it, yes or no? If they say yes, then you set the appointment. If they say no, it's okay. Just stay where you are. It's okay. Keep coming to my office. It's all good. So for you, Eyal, you're going to have to, it's going to take some time. It's not going to just fly out for you like it is for me. Obviously, I've been doing it for a while. But you have to give yourself some time to learn how to respond. It's the same thing with your practice. You didn't go to dental school in your first month in dental school. I got it. Easy. Done. No, you had to repeat and learn. The only difference is that the skill set that you have as a dentist, it's up here what you have to learn, what you have to go through.
of course.
The skill set over here in World Ventures, it's like here. Like, it's not that hard. It's just a couple steps, but you have to practice it. You'll get better. Okay?
Thank you very much.
You got it. Yes, ma'am. Hi.
My problem is to...
Your what?
My problem.
Your what? Yes.
First challenge to get people to come and see. They don't have time. I don't have... I can get them to come and watch the...
What are you saying? Tell me what you're saying to someone that doesn't have time. What are you saying? What do you say? Like, how do you start the conversation off?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, stop right there. So, that invite, I understand this. I know some people use it and it works. It's fine for your first 10, 20 people that you're really, really close to. Like I said, you have a lot of leeway in your first 10 to 20 people because they know you, family, friends, they'll come, whatever, you can mess it up. But this does not work for the majority of people that you're going to talk to. For me, it doesn't work for me. if I'm starting off the conversation like that, I got something I got to show you I'm really excited about. I, me. What the hell's in it for the person you're talking to? Why would I want to come to that? I got something I want to show you. I'm really excited. Who cares? Now, what did you learn from what I spoke about when we first started this segment on inviting?
Well, first of all, a lot. I need to work on my invitations.
Okay, but specifically, what did you learn? What are you?
What am I?
What's the word I use? What are we? What? Doctors.
Me too.
Diagnose the situation. So how would you start that conversation off differently?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
What's going on with your life?
Things are going good. I'm working still 50 hours a week, and my kids are getting on my nerves, but we're still having fun. It's pretty good.
Still
How are you doing?
Fun, it's good.
Huh?
Still having fun, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you open for more income or more time?
Oh yeah,
maybe?
who's not looking for more income? Sure.
Great. You have a time today, tomorrow.
What you have in mind?
There's something really great that I'm sure that you love. That can make you more time, more
Okay.
income.
Got it. So, and I understand that you speak Hebrew better than I do.
Yeah.
And so the English thing, I get it. So I know that it would be more
I'm
fluid.
excited.
Yeah. So she's diagnosing the situation. A second thing, I don't tell people I have something you're going to love. I don't know if you're going to love it or not. I have something you're going to be great for. I don't know if you're going to be great for this or not. I don't know. I just want you to look at it based on what you tell me. I told her, yeah, I'm open. Who's not open to extra income? And then you set the appointment. That's it, right? That's it. So the reason people don't show up, but they're not coming, is because when you start with, I got something I got to show you, I'm excited, and they don't care about that. There's nothing in it for them. But if you come to them and say, what's going on with you, find out what's missing, where the pain is, then I use the pain as leverage. You just told me you're not making enough money. You just told me you don't have enough time. You just told me you haven't had a vacation in 3 years. I have something that can address all of that. Well, what's a good time for us to sit down? I just get right to the point. Book a meeting from a meeting. Got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dolev. My problem is to take action.
Okay. So take action.
Yeah, 'cause
Stop doing that.
everything you said today, I already realized before I came here. I knew everything you said and just...
You knew everything I said?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Have I trained you before?
No.
No?
Ever since
How do you know everything I said I haven't trained you before? So go ahead.
Yeah, I just, ever since I am in the company for 3 months, and ever since I got into the company, I've learned a lot. And everything you said was already familiar with me.
Okay.
Because I've done it by myself. So everything I learned and just having trouble to take action. Like, how do I do it?
How do you take action?
Yeah.
You're going to figure that out in a couple seconds. I'll answer that. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Martin. And my question is, how do I expand my people that I want to show them?
How do you what?
Yeah, how I expand my list, because...
Oh, how do you add more names and numbers?
Yeah.
Tell me about your day yesterday. What'd you do? Did you you leave the house?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I do not. Most of the time I just stay home.
I know, but yesterday you said you left the house. Where'd you go?
I didn't understand that question the first time. Sorry, I'm just very nervous and
That's okay.
excited. So many I did nothing yesterday.
So you were home all day?
Yeah.
Did you get on social media at all?
Yeah, I sent a message to about 12 people about World
Today?
Venture. And some of
Okay,
them,
were you on Facebook?
Yeah.
You were. Did you meet anybody new on Facebook?
No.
Okay. The way that you expand your list is you make it your business to make a friend every day. So I don't go out to make friends. I make friends while I'm out. When I'm on Facebook, I don't get on Facebook to make friends, but while I'm on Facebook, I make friends. You just have to open your mouth and say hello. Have you ever met somebody before?
Yeah.
How did it happen? When you were by yourself?
Maybe at the party, but...
What was the first thing you said? You remember?
That my name is Martin and I want to speak with them.
That's how you met him? You said that? Normally I just say hello. That's like the first one. Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Right? Just open your mouth and start a conversation. It's a nice top you got on there, man. It's cool jeans, right? Give somebody a genuine compliment. That'll open them up. And then based on, hey, you know, where are you from?
Ramat Shawan.
Okay. Is that far from here?
No.
No? What do you do?
I just finished my military service a few weeks ago.
Hey, congratulations, man. Awesome. What do you want to do?
To be free.
Really? What does that look like?
Great, I suppose.
Huh?
Great, I suppose.
Great. Do you have a way to get that freedom?
No.
Okay, are you open?
Yeah.
All right, cool. What's your number?
What?
What's your number, your best contact number?
054 20 24 102.
Good. So do you have time? Your time's pretty flexible? Okay, I'll give you a call in the morning. We'll sit down.
Okay.
Talk about your freedom.
Thanks.
Listen, these things, it's not going to be that smooth. It's not going to be that fluid when you first do it, but you just have to do it. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. Okay? Is anybody in this room that is physically disabled, like you have some sort of, maybe you have scoliosis of the spine? Okay, great. If you have a physical disability and you need to get up or walk around, if you need to get some water or something, go ahead and do that, okay? You don't have to stay. If you're not physically disabled, then that lets me know you're good, okay? All right, if you have to like go to the restroom, then just go and come back, okay? Because you all said you wanted the BFT, remember that? The blunt force trauma. You remember that? Yeah. Didn't you say you're going to play out 100%? Yeah. All right, so, yes.
Hello, my name is Nadav. First of all, thanks a lot for the time. And I have several questions that already asked.
Good, good. If it's already been answered, don't repeat it.
No, I want to clear things.
Yeah.
So first of all, if you remember the restaurant story
Yes.
about the code marketing.
Yeah.
Code marketing. And if I work as a barista,
Okay.
and another barista, I guess somebody showed him this,
Yes. Yeah.
and he started to talk about
Negative.
the business with people that I want to show them,
Sure.
and they don't want to come because I'm the younger in the work, and
Sure.
who listen to 19 years old
Yeah.
boy. So what can I say to invite them if they know things about it because he told them and
Okay,
it's not
great.
true?
So everybody understand this question? Yeah. Number one, they don't know anything about it. Number two, you still got to diagnose their situation. So, and tell me your name again?
Nadav.
Nadav? Nadav. 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 Okay. Nadav, I want you to be the guy, the person that thinks they know, right? Nadav, how long you been working here?
In this work as
Yeah.
a barista,
Yeah.
about 6 months.
How do you like it?
It's cool.
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah.
What else you doing?
I got something that I work on it, and it's something huge.
No, take Rural Ventures out of it.
Okay.
Because you're the other guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are you doing anything else, Nadav? Put the mic up.
משקיע בבורסה, איך אומרים?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
I never asked them.
Yeah? Okay. If you're in the stock market, well, it can't be going that well if you're here at the restaurant.
I guess so.
Okay. Are you open right now to other income?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, good. When do you have some time to sit down?
Oh, is this the shit that you were walking about? Because I don't want to hear about it, and don't get me into this.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the stuff, what ventures, I know. Somebody showed me, don't want. I don't
You
want
already
this.
saw it?
Yeah, somebody showed it to me.
And you didn't join?
I told them this, and they say, yeah, I don't want this crap. After
Oh,
they show
okay.
me the presentation.
Okay, hold on. So travel, fun, and money, none of that is for you.
It is for me because I need it, but for
No,
them
you
it's not.
don't. You're the other guy. Travel, fun, and money, none of that is for
I
you.
can't say it's not for me.
You just told me that it was crap.
The business is crap.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, let me know when you figure out what you're going to do. That's the end of the conversation.
But
That's
what
it.
about the other people that speak with them about World Ventures and say that this is crap and
Yeah.
go for his meeting?
That's good.
Gonna wash your.
If somebody has seen the information and they feel that way, that's fine. I can accept that. That's cool. That's just how they feel. If you have not seen it, but you're taking somebody else's opinion, and they're like, well, don't look at it, I've seen it, you don't need to look at it, then I'll say to Nadav, how do you know that you don't want to look at what I have to show you?
Because he told me it's a scam and it's a pyramid and I
I
don't
got
want
you.
this and that.
Okay. And how many millions of dollars has he made?
Nothing. He's working as a barista.
And that's who you take your financial advice from?
No.
Okay. Well, I actually work with people that have made millions of dollars. So do you want to listen to people that have made millions of dollars, or do you want to listen to the barista?
I don't know. I guess to the millions.
Huh?
I guess to the working.
The millions?
It's a million.
Okay, good. So let's sit down. You can take a look at it and make up your own mind.
No, I don't have time for this. Leave me this. From this.
Okay, so you're going to listen to the barista.
I don't know.
Right? I'm just giving him a choice. Who's the person that's always in control? You, not the prospect. They're never in control. They play according to what I say, or they don't get to play at all. If you give me stupid answer to a simple question, you do not qualify. If you're going to listen to someone who is a total idiot about what I do over what I'm sharing with you, you don't qualify. Why would you want to work with somebody that's that idiotic? They don't qualify. Yes? Great. I'm glad you're not that person. That's not what I'm looking for. She said, what are you the type of person that they say, well, you know, I like it, but I'm not the type of guy that wants to chase people and try to sell them stuff and convince them. And I just said, that's not what I'm looking for. It's great. You're good.
Another question is about the military. Because I'm 19, so all my friends is in the military. Some of the fighters don't have much of time.
Yeah.
And if, like you say, they like the idea, but they have no money because it's really low.
Sure. How long do you want to have that problem of not having any money?
I don't want this problem, but
no, you have to role play.
Right
this
now.
is role playing. I want you to be those people. Okay? How long do you want to have that problem not having any money?
I don't want, but now I don't have money to invite.
To get started? Okay. It's, how much is it to do platinum here? 500? $411? Okay. So this is an opportunity for you. Okay? Let's just call it 500. This is an opportunity. This is a $500 opportunity, or it could be a $500 problem. If $500 is a problem for you, we have to fix that. Because what you're telling me is that you're not, that $500 is bigger than you. If you're not bigger than $500, then you're not ready to join anyway. You got to go work on yourself. And you know what I'll do? I'll say, I want you to read this book. And I'll give them a book to read. Maybe it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Maybe it's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Maybe it's Think and Grow Rich. I'll say, go read this book and let's talk about it. Because I want to know if they're really serious or not about improving the quality of their life. Because he's not ready to join. If he thinks that he can't overcome $500, he's not ready. He's not what I'm looking for right now. Maybe later on he will be, but not today. Does that make sense?
Thanks a lot.
You got it. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, my name is Judy.
Judy?
Judy.
Okay.
First of all, I'm originally from Russia.
Okay.
This means that most of my friends are Russian. The problem, challenge, that when I'm showing them, they see it. But the problem what they say that this is MLM. Oh my God! Oh, I'm not taking the risk, and I'm not doing it.
Okay.
What I'm telling you about.
These are your friends?
Yep.
Okay. So what do you mean it's a risk? What's the risk?
This is a lie. This is not true pyramid.
Okay, but what do you mean by that? You're calling me a liar?
No.
So what do you mean?
This is not true. The people is lie. Maybe not you.
Oh, so you're saying I work with liars?
No.
So what do you mean?
I know this. This is the many things in our.
Have you done network marketing before? I'm talking to your friend.
Yeah, I know.
No? So how do you know?
I know.
But how do you know?
Because all of the people know this is a lie.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yep.
Where do you work?
Where my friends work. Computer technician.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
5 years.
Who signs your paycheck?
My boss.
I know, but what's their name?
done.
Okay. And how do they calculate how much you're going to get paid? How do they figure that out?
For my hours.
I know, but how do they figure out exactly how much you're going to make? What is it based on?
Hours, my experience.
Okay, do you make exactly what the person next to you makes?
No.
How do you know? You all compare paychecks?
No, we can't do it, but I know. Well, he works 2 years and I work 5 years.
So you make more than him?
I think, yeah.
Okay, great. And is there like a CEO or a president, owner of the company? How much do they make?
Maybe. A lot.
Do you make the same as them?
No.
Okay, how long is it going to take you to make what they make?
I don't think that I will get there.
Why not?
Because I don't owe the firm.
Oh, okay. Well, what if you really wanted to? Like if you really, really wanted to make as much as they make, do you have a chance of doing that?
Maybe, yeah.
Does everybody have the same chance?
What?
Does everybody in the company have the same chance to make what the CEO makes?
No.
Why not?
Because it's difficult.
It's difficult. I don't understand.
Yeah, I have.
Like if I join your company today, can I make what the CEO makes in the next 2 to 5 years?
I won't get there.
Can I do it though? If I start today from scratch in the next 2 to 5 years, can I get all the way to the top?
Maybe you will do. Maybe you will succeed.
So I can do that on your job. Have you ever known anybody to do that on your job? Have you ever heard of that story before? Okay. Did your CEO get to where they are in 2 to 5 years? Your current CEO? The person that runs the company now?
Yep.
Did they get to the top in 2 to 5 years?
I don't think so.
Probably a little bit longer, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look at the shape of the company that you work for, how many people are at the top?
1, 2, maybe 3.
Yeah? Okay, the further down you go, are there more people or less people? More or less? Further down you go.
I am at the bottom.
Okay, are there more or less though?
More.
More. Where are you?
At the bottom.
Okay, so that's called a pyramid.
Yep.
That's where you work, right?
That's what I'm saying then.
Right? So listen, I just want you to understand something. I don't really care if you like it, if you are excited about it or not. It's just something that if you're open to looking at it, I'm willing to share it with you. I don't want you to be ignorant though. I don't want you to be uneducated. Because then you go out and you start talking and you look kind of like a fool. I don't want you to look like a fool. Because you're my friend, I care about you. So do you want to look at this information and be properly informed, or do you want to continue to look like a fool?
Not full.
Okay, so when I'm talking to my friends, I always give them a choice. You all have to have backbone. Don't let people that don't know what they're talking about push you around. It's weak. If you're weak, no one's going to want to join you. If you allow other opinions of idiots to influence you, you have no shot. Stand up. What we do is not rocket science. It's not complicated. But you have to be clear in your communication. And some people just don't know any better. They don't know what they don't know. If you don't teach them, they're never going to know. And it doesn't matter if they join or not. It's just like, well, don't go through the world being, ignorant. It's just not a good way to go through the world. Does that help? Yes?
Question.
Yes.
How do I connect to the people in another country? I have many friends in Russia. I want to show them.
Facebook, Skype, WhatsApp.
To talk to them, not to send them emails, not emails, to messages. How I'm starting the connection with them. These are my friends.
Your name is Julie, right?
Yep.
Julie, how have you been?
Fine.
What's been going on with you?
Fine. Work.
Work?
Work.
Is that it?
Home. Work.
Home and work. Are you loving your work?
Something like this.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to be doing it for...
in the end of the month.
Say it again?
I have salary in the end of the month.
Okay, good. Are you doing anything else for income?
Trying to get fun in the weekends.
Trying to get what?
Fun.
Okay. Are you open right now for additional income? Do you feel like you're making a ton of money and you're good?
Yep. I'm open.
You are open. Okay, great. When do you have 15 minutes?
Now.
Good. Once you go to this website, make sure there's no dog in the room, no kids, no distractions. I'll just take you to the website right then. It's very simple. Just show them. Diagnose the situation, find out where the pain is, use the pain to create leverage, and book the appointment. That's it.
How you will help them to start their business there?
Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook. You work with them over the phone. Get a phone card, call them, and talk to them and get 3 ways and get people in front of the information until they start to build a team. It's very simple. Don't complicate it, all right? The people that want to do it are going to do it no matter if you're right next to them, if you're 1,000 miles away. It doesn't matter. If they're going to do it, they're going to do it. If they're weak, if they're using your distance as an excuse, that's not what you're looking for. Let people know. Be upfront. Hey, I'm glad you like it, but you're 1,000 miles away. Here's how it's going to work. You and I are going to be doing Skype. We're going to be doing webinars. You get people on the webinar. I'll do the presentation. You listen and learn. After about a month, if you and I are working together, you're going to be able to do it on your own. Our task is to get your first 6 team members in, and we'll go from there. If that person is too lazy to get on a webinar, that's not what I'm looking for. Webinars are easy. You make things happen. Does that help?
Thank you very much.
You got it. Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Gary.
Go ahead. Hold the mic up so I can hear you.
What?
Yeah.
Like this. Yes. Okay. So for the last months or months and a half, 111 people said no. So and 80 of them didn't see the presentation. So I wanted to know if I do everything right. I mean,
80 of them didn't see. What were they saying no to? Hold the mic up.
It's called market. So I just called them and I'm looking for people. They're looking for opportunity. So I asked them if they open for opportunity.
Okay.
And they say no. So.
Okay, good. So when you're talking to people that you don't know, you're going to have to talk to a lot more of them. Now, we've already established that there's, what did we say the real number was? 8 million? So how many people do you think are in a 3-mile radius in any direction? About how many?
3 million.
2 million? If you say that one line to 1,000 people, you might find, I don't know, you could find 5 or 10, right? That are open, probably more. But when I'm talking to cold market, I always do the same thing. What's your name?
Yarik.
Yarik?
Yarik.
Yari.
Yarik.
Yuri. Yari. He said Yuri. He's messing me up. Yari. Oh, Yarik. Yarik. So Yarik is the same thing. Hey, that's a nice sport coat. Where'd you get that from? That sport coat. Where'd you get it? Yeah, it's nice.
Castro, Renault.
Yeah? That's nice, man. What do? You look pretty sharp.
Doing MLM. MLM.
Well, let's take the MLM off the table. Let's say you do something else. Give me something else that you do.
Sport.
Sport? Okay, great. How long have you been doing that?
5 years.
Oh, good. Do you do anything else for income? No? Are you open for income? Additional income or no?
Of course.
Okay, great.
I mean,
What's your best contact number?
my question was about the calls. I call people. I mean, I call 50 people a day.
What do you mean you call 50 people a day? How do you have their numbers?
It's like people that I didn't talk to them like for 3-4 years.
Okay, so you have some familiar. You know them a little bit.
Yeah, they know my name.
Okay, good. And what are you saying?
I'm saying like, hi, what's up? Do you have a minute?
Yes, I do.
You see, I've been involved in crazy project that gives people.
Okay, so stop right there. What is he doing right now? Me. Who cares? Right? If you're calling someone that you haven't talked to in a while, and your first thing out of your mouth is, look at me and what I'm doing, and it's great. Like, I'm like, why are you talking to me? He has no interest in me at all. He hasn't shown any interest in me at all. Why would I want to listen to him? But if you call someone and you're like, tell me about you. What's been going on with you? How are things? Are you still working at such and such? Or what do you do for your career? What's your job like? Are you happy with your job? Are you making the kind of money you want to make? Now he's like talking about who? Himself. It has nothing to do with me. And then based on what he says, hey, listen, well, if things are going well, are you open to them being even better? And what would you say to that question?
Yes.
Fantastic. I got something that I'm developing right now in your region. When would you have like a 12-minute window to take a look at it? You see the difference? You see the difference in what I'm doing?
But sometimes I can't get this connection. I'm like asking questions and they're like, what the hell? I didn't talk to you like for 5 years. What do you want from me?
Yeah. So again, when I'm getting in touch with someone I haven't talked to in a long time, that's how I start the conversation. It's been a long time. I know we haven't spoken. And sometimes, depending upon who the person is, if I think I'm going to talk to someone that might give me that, like, why are you calling me after all these years? Hey, listen, it's been a long time, but you came to mind for a project that I'm developing. Because I remember that you were pretty sharp, that you had a good head on your shoulders. Is that still you? And he says,
yes, it's me.
Right? If he says the other thing, well, why are you getting in touch with me? Well, see, if he gives me any attitude after that, that's not what I'm looking for. You understand? I'm always in control. I'm always directing how this thing is going to go. If he gives me 1 ounce of pushback or negativity, I'm done.
Okay.
Hey, listen, I appreciate that. Thanks for your time. You seem pretty irritated right now. That's not really what I'm looking for. Click. On to the next one. But if you're talking to people that you don't know, you got to talk to a lot more. I can do 100 people and I can realistically talk to 100 people in a day. Not a month, a day. People that I don't know. So you have to talk to more people in a shorter period of time. All right?
Second question. What do I say to people that already been in World Vision?
And they're not in it anymore? Okay, great question. I was driving down the street. This is true. It's a story. And I saw this woman. Do you all have, do you call them postal workers here? Mailmen? This woman had the thing of mail, and I was driving, and I saw her, and something said, go talk to that woman. So I stopped the car. I put it in reverse. And I was already halfway up the street. And I backed the car up in reverse. And she sees me, and she's kind of like, what is this guy doing? And I rolled down the window. And I said to her, how you doing? She said, fine. I said, you liking your job? She said, hell no. I said, do you keep your income options open? She said to me, is this World Ventures? Because she looked in my car and on my seat, I had some DVDs. I said, how did you know that? She said, I used to be in World Ventures. I said, really? I said, do you believe in second chances? She said, yes. I said, what's your best contact information? She gave me her number. She said, my fiance and I have Friday off. I said, great, we'll set up a time to sit down. So I called her. We set the appointment. I said, what happened with you in World Ventures before? Why did you quit? She said, well, I didn't have the support. I didn't have this, that, blah, 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 blah. I said, all right. I said, but you want to do something because whatever you're doing right now is not working. She said, yes. I said, okay. How badly do you want to get out of your situation? I want to get out of it this bad. All right, cool. I said, how long ago were you in World Ventures? And how long ago did you quit? She said, well, I was in it last year, but I didn't really quit until about 2 months ago. I said, well, you got to be out for 6 months if you want to join. Like, you can't get back in the system unless you're out for 6 months. I said, how about your fiance? How long was he in the business? She said, he's never been in the business. I said, okay. She said, well, he didn't want to do it before because he didn't understand it, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right. I said, you can sign up with me. I was talking to her fiance. I said, you're going to have to wait. So her fiance enrolled with me. He's the one that started building the business. He's the one that's been putting people in. She hasn't really been, ironically, she hasn't been doing much of anything. So they kind of switch roles. My point is this. There are some people that will come in and it's not the right time. They didn't see it. They didn't appreciate it. They didn't get it. And if they have been out of the system for 6 months, they can join again. It's no problem. All right? So that's how I handle somebody that's already been in World Ventures. Got it.
Hi.
Hey.
My name is Tal. And I want to expose the people that I've learned with in high school.
Yeah.
And my challenge is that I was unpopular in high school.
Yeah.
And I can even say that I was weird.
Okay.
And when I think about myself getting an opportunity from me back then, I would say no.
Okay.
And I think to myself, how do I contact with people that it will be on Facebook?
That's how they remember you.
What?
That's how they remember you.
Yeah, they see me as some...
Again, you just address it up front. Whatever thing that you're thinking, you address it coming out of the gate. Hey, long time. I know we haven't talked in a long time, and I know I was really weird back then. Just say it.
No.
Just say it. Right? Just be honest.
No.
No what?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Huh?
Wait.
No what?
No, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, are you here to learn, or do you want to keep doing things your way? Everybody's got a choice. This whole thing, guess what? It's all volunteer. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. It's of no consequence to me at all. It's up to you. You have a choice. Do you want to learn or you want to keep doing things your way?
Okay.
Okay. So just be honest and say, you know what? I was a kid. I didn't know anything, but I'm totally different now. Are you open to a conversation? I'll just be honest with people. How many of y'all did dumb stuff when you were younger? Right? Here's the thing that I want you to understand. Why would you want to work with anyone that would hold who you were against you? Why would you want to have somebody a part of your business that can only see you for who you were and not who you are today? So you have to give people a chance to say, hey, because here's what people will do. When you are humble, you can never be humiliated. Humility can never be humiliated. If I say, hey, I know I was weird back in high school, we haven't talked in a long time, it's pretty crazy when I think about it, but I'm just reaching out because I remember that you were a pretty cool person. You had a good head on your shoulders. Is that still you? It's the same opening. I'm just getting the things that I'm thinking out on, just get it out. I don't want any unspoken conversation. And if they say, oh, no, you weren't really that weird, maybe they really believe it, but because you're the one that's addressing it, then they're going to be like, well, no, you weren't really that bad. You weren't that bad. What's going on? Like, it just kind of breaks the ice. okay? A lot of times we put things on people that aren't really there. We project things that aren't really there. And maybe you feel more strongly about it than your classmates did. But I don't know. And it doesn't really matter because that's in the past. Okay? But it's still the same invite though. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Good? All right. So here's what I want you to do. It is now 12:39. And let me give you a quick note. A lot of people, if you look at my business in particular, and you look at the lines of lineage that I have growing, my biggest line is where I've spent the most physical time. The most physical time where I've been there day after day, week after week, month after month, that is my biggest line of business. And the reason that is because whoever you are, however you move through the world, that will duplicate. That's gonna be a reflection of your business. It's gonna tell you how you're leading, how you're developing people. And when I am doing these things on a consistent basis and showing and teaching on a consistent basis, and I'm in the trenches just like everybody else is, and I'm making mistakes just like everybody else is, all that stuff, it just kind of feeds off of each other. The reason that, and I don't know if it's true now, like people, you know, I'm sure, like, first of all, like nobody's even close to what Asia's doing right now in terms of how fast Asia is growing, that market. Nobody's even close to that. And then whoever is after Asia, it could be New York. It could be, you know, maybe another market or two. I don't know who's growing as fast right now. But I do know this. When I look at the tens of thousands of people that have come through just that one particular market, I'm not even talking about the other cities where we all have teams and states from that market, but just the city of New York. The reason that has happened is because of this kind of conversation that we're having now. Because there are certain people that actually listen when they're being taught and then they implement it. And I don't teach things that don't work. I don't teach things that I don't personally do, that don't get results. It's just that simple. So if you give yourselves the opportunity to apply it and get out of your own head, stop thinking that your way or how you feel about it is relevant. It's not. That's why we say you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for me to have to learn something new too when I first got started. It's just the way it is. But once you get over that, you can have the results that you want. But it all comes from listening and then doing. And one thing I've always done when I train is I don't take breaks. I know for some people that's the end of the world. Get over it. It's a 4.5-hour day. You can't be at attention for 4.5 hours? And you're talking about building $1 million business? That's the only reason that I have multiple IMDs and NMDs and RMDs that I personally work with and tons of 100K ring earners in a year. The reason they're doing that is because of what we did on days like today, in the trenches. And we don't make excuses. We talk about stamina, we talk about manning up, womaning up. That's how we do it. How you do things in training is how you're going to do things when you're out in the world. That stuff didn't happen by accident. Those numbers, that's not an accident. The sustainability and the number of people that come in every week is not an accident. It's all by design. This is what can happen here. It's already happening, but it's going to happen more here when you implement. It's all about implementation. So we're going to take 10 minutes, right? So from now until 12:55, and if you have to run to the restroom, that's fine, but here's what you're going to do. In those 12 minutes, be back in the room by 12:55, you're going to book 2 appointments. You're going to pick up your phone, use exactly what we just went through, what we just taught, and you will book 2 appointments. Everybody got it? Okay, see you back here at 12:55.
You better dance, let's make a night. You won't remember